Joining us now is editor of EFTM.com, Trevor Long, who's in California for the event. So, far out, what's it all about, Trevor? Good to see you.
Morning, Pete. Yes, here in front of the Steve Jobs Theatre. I travelled here as a guest of Apple, and the far out thing is a bit weird to me. I can't pinpoint a single thing that was related to that in terms of the invitation, other than satellite communication. So the new iPhone has the capability of sending emergency SOS messages via satellites, but unfortunately only in the US and Canada. So I think that's what the far out meant. But the bottom line is 4 new iPhones, 3 new Apple Watches, and new AirPods, Pete.
So when it comes to that satellite, if, say, an Australian travels with an Australian iPhone into the United States, would they then be able to access that satellite then?
It's a great question. I can't answer it because I haven't tested it. And there's 2 different iPhones. Like in America, they've gotten rid of the SIM card tray, so you need to use a digital SIM card, whereas the Australian version will still have that. Whether or not an Australian travelling in the outskirts of American society, where there's no cell towers as they call them, will get that emergency SOS is yet to be seen. But the fact is, it's an amazing feature that a standard smartphone is able to in some way communicate with space far out and make an emergency call and essentially let emergency services know where you are. So
okay, well let's. Yeah, no, it sure is. Sounds great, and hopefully it goes beyond the US eventually. Just in terms of features, these usually have all the latest bells and whistles in them, don't they, Trevor? So let's break it up a little here on the products. We'll start with the new iPhone. So other than the satellite, is there anything new for us to look out for?
In the bottom 2 iPhones, the iPhone 14 and the 14 Plus, well, the Plus itself is new. That's got the best battery life on any iPhone, and it's all about the camera there. They've improved the camera, which is, low light photography at night is a good thing to improve that. But the Pro models, Pete, have got a brand new processor, faster, phenomenal camera, which includes what they call action camera. So if let's say you're running behind someone filming them, it'll act like a gimbal we use in TV and movie production. So that's pretty amazing. And they've gotten rid of what we call the notch at the top of the iPhone on the iPhone Pro models, and they've reduced it down to a little cutout where the cameras are, and they've called that the dynamic island. And I think they've done something no one else has done here and utilised this little cutout of the screen and made it part of the notifications and status. So when you see it, you'll realise that's vastly different and always on display. So when your phone's sitting on the table, you can glance down at it and still see the time and things like that. So the Pro models, I think, get the bulk of the features.
Okay, and this cost of living crisis, are we getting a break in the price at all? What are they going to cost us?
Not at all. In fact, I'm standing around a lot of American media here, and they're talking about how the prices are staying the same in America, and that's a big deal. Yes, so can I. Yet in Australia, they've all gone up by $50. So the Aussie prices have all gone up $50, but there's no entry-level phone. So they got rid of the smallest phone, the Mini, and that's gone. So the entry-level phone is now $13.99. So, but they are keeping the iPhone 13, 12, and the SE on the market. So there are iPhones at a wide price range.
Okay, a few other products before you go, Trevor. The watch, I noticed there's some changes there, and also the EarPods.
Yeah, the new AirPods Pro look great, better noise cancelling, new touch control so you can control the volume, pretty cool. But the Apple Watch, the Series 8, enhanced, it's got temperature sensors on the underside and top, so you can do things like health and fitness tracking. It'll track women's menstrual cycles. There's some amazing features in the health space. But the Apple Watch Ultra is a brand new device, big chunky thing, 49mm watch. I love the look of it. It looked great on my wrist, but I couldn't walk out of the theatre with it, unfortunately. And it's made for the outdoors and underwater. Divers can use this thing, so it's a phenomenal watch. But that one is $1,299.
Holy dooly! And just before you go, the EarPods. What's the cost there?
AirPods will be $279 in Australia.
All right. Trevor Long has brought us up to speed there from Apple headquarters in California. It looks like a beautiful sunny day there in California too. Trevor, thank you so much for your time as always. We'll talk to you soon. Yeah.